Hello, everybody on the internet tubes. This is Jonathan Sampson with a friend of mine, Eric Hovind. We are here today kind of jumping off the first episode of Creation Guys.
Cool episodes, man. Wait till you see what is coming. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah, Creation Guys, the hope for this is that it's going to be creation for this generation. Today we're going to be talking about Expelled and some of the controversy that's kind of wrapped around this. And some of that controversy is coming from an organization that you kind of have a history with.
The National Center for Science Education. And because they're the National Center for Science Education, happen to be in a storefront, and they only have a presence in one state. But anyway, they're the National Center, so they're really hitting us hot and heavy.
They have a huge team of, like, probably 5 people.
Here's the deal. And we haven't gotten to see the movie, but we talked to a couple of people that we sent down to Tampa.
Yeah, some of your staff went down.
Exactly. So we sent some staff down to Tampa to preview the movie. They're telling us, man, it's taking evolution out. It's showing evolution for what it really is. And it's about time somebody stood up and did this.
It's scary. I mean, actually, your shirt is, you wore this today. I was kind of hoping you would, because your shirt kind of tells it like it is. The front says evolution, and maybe we can swing around and show the back.
Oh, yeah.
Says, what a bunch of crap.
Oh, you gotta hate
I mean,
that.
they don't really hear it put like that so often.
That's just when you boil it down to the simplest terms, that's what I came up with, so that's why.
Yeah. Wow. But anyway, we're going to start today. We got this fancy little keyboard that Eric has donated for the time being. And so we're on Dig today, which is Kevin Rose's social news media site. And I see this article, Science Teacher Fired for Not Teaching Creationism.
Huh?
First thing that struck me is, who's required to teach creation?
Yeah, if it's not a requirement, how can you get fired for if you got fired for not teaching creationism?
It's like 1925 all over.
Hello, Scopes.
Yeah, so this just sounded really silly to begin with. I mean, this thing is doing really well. As we're sitting here, it has over 2,000 digs.
Unbelievable.
And over 1,000 comments. Now, the comments are all people saying this crap is stupid. But whenever you watch the video, it's about a woman who was in Texas. Chris or something like that. And she got fired for teaching creation, according to the title.
Let me take this moment to bring up, don't always believe what you hear. Do a little research. My friend Jonathan here did a tad of research. Happened to get down to the truth of the situation.
Literally a tad. Like, just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Open the video. You'll immediately notice that the message in the video is different from the title. It had nothing to do with her not teaching creation.
That's correct.
It had to do with her forwarding an email, according to the video. The video was for Eugenie Scott's organization.
National Center for Science Education.
National.
Every time I think of Eugenie Scott, all I want to do is just rub my belly like this.
We'll put links to that.
Oh, I don't know. That's your call.
But anyway, so the message in the video is already wrong. It's not the message in the title. And if you go from the video to the actual memorandum, why the woman was fired by her boss.
Did you pull that up?
I've got the memorandum. Are you holding that right there?
Oh. No.
I've got that thing somewhere. But the memorandum, I'll put the link is here at the bottom of the video. You can read the memorandum. The actual memorandum, why the woman was fired, has nothing to do with not teaching creation. It's there. It's right here. You can't see that link, but it's there. Movie magic. So it's weird how people are content with not knowing.
So the truth of the matter is she had been reprimanded several times for promoting insubordination, promoting the National Center for Science Education using her professional capacity rather than personal capacity. So there's a whole other story behind the story, if you really want to know.
Well, in this case, there's a story behind the story behind the story.
Yes.
And no one is digging to see this. Instead, they're all just...
Instead, they're just digging.
They're digging. They're digging. Literally just a button.
Yeah.
When they should be digging, So that was just one thing we covered. You guys should check that out. And always check out the source.
Yeah.
Never believe a thing you read on the internet. So, yes, I say internets. Because that's how the elite people say it. Okay, we're going to go to the next thing here. Ben Stein dukes it out with Darwin. Time magazine online.
Ben Stein.
We were hanging out in your office when Kyle, one of your staff, called over and quoted this article.
Yes, couldn't believe this.
Down here. So
that's what I'm holding.
You can go ahead and take this one if you want.
Oh, this is cool. Time magazine is Time. Yeah, Time with CNN. They're like, hey, we're going to relate. A fishnet is made up of a lot more holes than strings, but you can't therefore argue that the net doesn't exist. Just ask the fish. And so they're saying, hey, evolution may have a lot of holes in it. Okay, we'll admit it, but it's still there. It's still happening just because it has holes. So they're relating evolution to a
fishnet.
A fishnet?
They're saying the holes in evolution are comparable to a fishnet holes. What's the difference here?
Wait a minute. I may be mistaken, but don't you have to have the holes in the net in order to catch the fish?
Or it doesn't work.
Right.
You pull up a bunch of water.
So, then that's heavy.
Yeah.
Depending on how big the net is. Or the tarp, I guess you'd call it.
Oh, it's so frustrating for us, man, because whenever we deal with this, unfortunately, creationists are always kind of characterized for being stupid and illogical. Yeah. And then we have to put up with this crap.
Yeah.
The guy he can't make a simple comparison between, I need to get that clip to put on the video.
That's good.
But this is ridiculous. I mean, they can't even make a logical argument. And this is Time Magazine.
Yeah.
Time Magazine. So, it's pretty wild. Whoops. So we're going through here. Here is the trailer for Expelled, the movie.
Dude, check it out this weekend. I'm telling you. Awesome.
Go for it.
I'm preaching. I'm speaking on Friday and Saturday in Irvine, California this weekend. If you're in or near Irvine, California, Friday night, 7:30 to 9:30, and then Saturday 10 to 4, going to be doing a seminar there. And from what I hear, I talked to one of the elders there at the church. He said they are having to get prepared for
riots, or not riots, but some
protesting.
Yeah.
So people looking forward to some action out there. Anyway, after that, at 7:30, I believe it is. I got the thing on it.
We can jump
at 7:30. Control tab.
Oh man, I'm down inside the flash player. There we go.
Okay. So here we go. We're going to speak, and I want you to join me in Irvine, California, at West Park 8 Theater in Irvine, and the showing is at 7:40. Buy your own tickets. Don't be late because we're all going to be there hanging out, checking out Expelled.
It's going to be good. We've mentioned this video a couple of times. What is Expelled?
Expelled, Ben Stein goes through and talks to professors that have really been, not like Chris, really been either expelled, demoted, lost tenure professors that have lost tenure just because they questioned Darwinian evolution.
Just for questioning it.
Yeah. If they say, hey, wait a minute, maybe the evidence isn't leading there, bam, they are out.
You know, in closing, you'll hear a lot of people say, and if you go back and watch the video about the woman who's fired, she'll say, you know, she can't let creationism, as they put it, have equal time because creationists want to get rid of science. We talked about this. We do kind of weekly, studies on the philosophy of science class, and he talks about how, there are so many people out there who think that creationists would send us back to the dark ages.
Yeah, they really do.
When it was the creationist mentality that brought us out of that type of stuff.
For some reason, there is this thought process out there that if we believe in God, therefore we're not going to question how things work and the way things happen. And matter of fact, I challenge you, give us one positive thing, one thing that evolution has done to help science. It's not why we're on the moon. It's not why we got computers. It's not why the doctors today are able to cure the things that they're able to cure. Not because of evolution.
It brings a very interesting quote, which I'll flash on the screen right now, by Philip Skell, an evolutionist himself. He went and he interviewed tons of evolutionists, not Christians, atheists. Some maybe believers have their own religious beliefs, I don't know. But he said that his overall consensus was he could not find anyone who would admit that evolution contributed anything or provided any driving force. He said it all came in. Evolution comes in as an after-the-fact narrative gloss to explain things.
Narrative gloss.
Yeah. That's it. It doesn't actually tell us how to do something to achieve more things. It just makes up these crappy little stories. Like Walter Riemann, who wrote The Biotic Message, he said it fits data like fog fits a landscape.
So no matter what the data is, evolution's going to be right there.
They can do whatever they want, man. So, this is awesome. Eric, thanks for hanging out here on the
pleasure, John.
episode. And we're going to be in Irvine, California.
Come say hey in Irvine. Matter of fact, if you watch this video and you say hey to me in Irvine, free DVD for you, just for showing up. All you got to say is, I saw the video, it's in your hand. That simple.
Man. All right. So, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us, bearing with us for the pilot episode. We'll be back in the future with more stuff from the Creation Guys. We don't have any closing music.
I know what our closing music needs to be. What? To the dick, to the doc, to the PhD.
I'm a PhD. That's my PhD. Smarter than you. I'm
Science degree.
Creation Guys.
Later.